Hello, today I'm going to present on transfer of thermal energy. What is it? Heat transfer is the movement of heat from a place with a higher temperature to a place with a lower temperature. Before proceeding, in this lesson we are going to learn that the energy is being transferred from a high temperature region to a low temperature region. Secondly, we will be able to list the three processes of heat transfer, and finally being able to differentiate between conduction, convection and radiation. There are three types of heat transfer. The first one is the conduction, the second one is the convection, and the third one is the radiation. To understand the term conduction better, let us now see some examples of how conduction is being applied in our everyday life. Our first example is ice melting on our hand. An ice cube will melt if you hold it in your hand. The heat is being conducted from the hand into the ice cube, which causes the ice to melt. Our example 2 is placing a shirt on an ironing board to be ironed. When the iron is getting hot, the heat is transferred and conducts the shirt into some temperature. Therefore, this makes it easier to iron all wrinkles found on any clothes. After learning on conduction, let us now see examples of how convection is being applied in our everyday life situations. Our first example in convection is boiling water. The heat passes from the burner into the pot, heating the water at the bottom. Then, this hot water rises and cooler water moves down and replaces it, hence causing a circular motion. Before going to our second example on the hot air balloon, it is known that the heat rises is the everyday description of convection. Look at the photograph of a lightning matchstick. The air near the flame is heated by conduction and thus rises in convection current. Now considering our second example on the hot air balloon, the heater inside the balloon heats the air and so the air moves upward. This causes the balloon to rise because the hot air gets trapped inside. When the pilot wants to descend, he releases some of the hot air and therefore the cool air takes its place, hence causing the balloon to lower. After considering the examples of conduction and convection, let us now see the third mode of heat transfer, that is radiation. The next example of radiation that we are going to consider is placing the hand over a bonfire to get warm. When you place your hand over a bonfire, you can feel the heat without touching the flame. This is because the heat of the fire is being radiating into your hand, which gains some temperature, hence makes us feel the heat. Our next example on radiation is the transition of light between the sun and the earth. There is no particles between the sun and the earth, so it cannot travel by conduction and convection. Therefore, the heat energy is getting to the earth through the process of radiation. That is, the earth receives radiation from the sun. We learned through this session that there is three modes of heat transfer: conduction, convection, and radiation. So friends, we have come at the end of this presentation. I thank you all for your kind of attention throughout this session. Bye bye!
Created using Powtoon.